Hi, my name is Annika Stevens, and you may know me as Hi Joshua Bassett on TikTok and Instagram, where I post content about Josh. And yeah, so I'm going to talk about a few things today. And firstly, since this is my first video that I'm making, I'm going to talk about who Josh is because some people might not know who he is. So Joshua Bassett, you may know him from Disney's Stuck in the Middle. He played Aiden Peters. And then you may also know him from High School Musical, the musical, the series, where he stars as Ricky Bowen. And the thing about Ricky Bowen has a love interest with the character Nene Salazar Roberts, and that is played by Olivia Rodrigo. Everyone knows who Olivia Rodrigo is at this point. Olivia Rodrigo started on the Disney Channel show Bizarre Vark. She was also in an American Girl movie, where she was a baker. It's very cute. I suggest you watch it if you're ever want to watch something. So Olivia, I forget when it was, maybe more than 5 months ago, probably at this point, Olivia released a song called Driver's License. You all probably know this. And with Driver's License, that song started to create speculation between Olivia, Joshua, and Sabrina Carpenter, who you may know from Girl Meets World, Tall Girl, Clouds, and much more. Sabrina has been in a lot. And so the reason why I bring this up is because I don't think any of it is true, and I'm going to explain why I don't think it's true, and I'm going to explain why I think people took this too far, and people were just super judgmental when they don't know what the truth was. I'm not saying I know what the truth is, but based on what I'm gathering, everything that has been said about the love triangle, I personally don't think it's true. So what everyone is saying is that Olivia wrote the song Driver's License about Josh and Sabrina Carpenter being the blonde girl. Yes, it looks like Joshua Bassett and Olivia Rodrigo dated, but they never confirmed that they dated. I just personally think that they're really good friends. I forget what the guy's name is, but there's this guy on YouTube who's a love expert who knows if people are dating and if they actually like each other and all stuff. He studies it. He's reacted to Olivia and Josh. He's reacted to Justin Gabriel. He's reacted to Justin and Hailey Bieber and much more. So I recommend watching that video of him studying Olivia and Josh. And what he said is that based on their actions, he thinks that they are just really good friends, and I agree with them. Going back to Sabrina, around the time Driver's License came out, or a little before then, Josh and Sabrina were hanging out, and a lot of people thought they were dating. Well, I personally think, yes, they're friends. I don't think they were dating, but I think they were hanging out a lot because they wrote a song together. And they recorded it, and it was all ready to go, but then they didn't post it because it was just the right time. And I trust their judgment with what the right time is. I hope they release it soon because I feel like it's going to be a really good song. Anyways, so everyone thought that Olivia wrote the song about Josh being the ex and Sabrina being the blonde girl. Well, in one interview, Olivia said, "Oh, I changed the word to blonde because it just sounded better." But right around the time driver's license came out, Joshua released a song called Lie Lie Lie. And then it created a lot more speculation because everyone is saying, oh, this song is definitely a response to driver's license. But in reality, it's not, because Joshua, one, wrote the song two years before it came out, and two, he has said in multiple interviews that that song was written about kids that he grew up with. So that song is definitely not about Olivia. And I want to talk about this topic and subject called conformity, and I learned about it in psychology class. What conformity is, it's when a group of people make a decision, even though it's not true, or they make up a theory, then other people will follow. For example, if you have a blue dot and you have 3 other dots, and you have to, you have to ask the person, okay, which dot is the same as a blue dot? Out of a blue dot, a yellow dot, and a green dot. For example, you get these 10 people who will say, you set them up, you tell them to say, oh, that's a yellow dot, even though everyone knows it's the blue one. So then when it gets to the non-setup person's turn, that person will say yellow because everyone else is saying yellow. And then it goes on and on. The next person will say yellow, etc., etc. And then there's one person that will say, it's clearly blue. And then other people will say, yeah, you're right, it is blue. And what this means is people will just follow what other people are doing. And the reason why I bring this up is because I think fans started making theories about this whole love triangle thing, and everyone started to add on to that and agree with that, even though in their head they're like, that's probably not true, but I'm going to agree with them anyway, to get followers or to post about this to gain attraction to my account and blah blah blah. And I'm not doing this to gain followers or attraction or anything. I'm just doing this because I just feel like sharing my opinion on this whole driver's license thing. And so recently, going back to Joshua, he recently released a song called Never on TikTok. Well, he didn't release the entire song, but he released a snippet of it, and it's a very pretty song. I suggest you listen to it. It's on his TikTok. I think it's on his Instagram too. But fans started to comment. If you go to the comment section, fans started saying, oh, this better be about Olivia. Oh, this better be about Sabrina. Or is this about Olivia? Is this about Sabrina? And then the first thing that came into my head when I was reading those comments was, why are they bringing these girls up when he's releasing a song? Like, why can't you just mind your own business and let Josh write and release songs that he wants to release? And so then I started replying to those comments saying, why did you bring these 2 girls up, and why did you have to mention them? And then, since I have a tiny following on TikTok of Josh supporters on my Josh fan page, other people started commenting to my comments and saying, you're absolutely right, why are we bringing this up? And a lot more people started coming out and saying, I agree with you, I think that this whole love triangle thing was made up and blah, blah, blah. And then in my head, I'm like, why is everyone starting to agree with me now? Like, why hasn't people been posting their thoughts and opinions that are against the love triangle being true until I started bringing it up? And to come back to conformity, when I was learning about this topic in psychology class, I'm like, oh my god, this is just like what happened with the driver's license drama. I just thought it was very interesting, and I would love to hear your thoughts. Let me know if you want me to do more of these episodes, or I don't know why I called it an episode. Let me know if you want to hear more of my opinions or thoughts on things. And yeah, thank you for listening. I hope you have a great day. Have a great year. Have a great life. Peace out.